Hi friends, let's continue our discussion on data science. We are into the first module. Now let's see what is the data science profile is all about. The skills needed for anyone to work in data science field. So must have the knowledge about the computer science. The various aspects of computer science should be well versed with. Should have proper background of the mathematics, should know statistical tools, their requirements, their various possibilities, and why and where to apply them. Should have good knowledge about the machine learning, and then definitely we need domain expertise in the field we are working on, and then a person should have a better communication and presentation skills, and finally should be good at data visualization, because the better data is visualized, the better the data will be understood, the better the problem will be understood, and the better the tools like computer science, mathematical, statistical, or machine learning tools can be decided, the more insight we have about the problem. And the data visualization techniques help us in communicating about the problem, talking about the data in a better way if we can present that in a better visual way, and we can improve our presentation skills through visualization. So here the requirement, how much of each part is required. So a data scientist profile, so the maximum requirement is about the statistics. So most of the work data scientist will be working on the statistical aspects, and the next one is mathematics. Yeah, so statistics is the most important thing in any data scientist life. So should be very well versed with all the statistical tools available, and their usage, and to ensure which one to use when and all that. The next important thing is mathematics. So the big problem can be easily stated mathematically, and the mathematical tool help us in solving bigger problems more conveniently, more easily. And then comes computer science and machine learning, almost equal level. And the next one is about the data and communication skills, and we need a better domain knowledge. So this is a bar graph which is talking about importance of each of these things we have just discussed. So the key roles of a data scientist is to analyze the data and interpret the data. So should have programming and software skills, so that appropriate programs and software tools can be used for solving the problem. Should be good at machine learning, so should know all the machine learning platforms, should know all the machine learning models, and should have a better understanding as when to use which model, and how to train, how to test, and all such issues. When the data is made available, it's not necessary that it will be directly useful. So we need to ensure that the data is made available in a better useful manner. So for that we have to clean the data. So a data scientist should have a proper cleaning tools, should have knowledge about the various cleaning tools, and able to apply them appropriately, so that at a minimum cost the whole data set is properly cleaned, and the necessary features are to be generated and then selected or filtered. So all these are to be done under pre-processing. So we should be able to do all these things. Then the most effective thing is data scientist must have the domain knowledge of the problem under consideration. So for example, if the current problem is about a medical diagnosis and all that, then the data scientist must have minimum knowledge about the medical field in which the current problem is. So like if you're working on COVID 19 problem, then all the information about the COVID 19 all should be made known to the data scientist. Only then can continue working with. Otherwise, it's just numbers available with the data scientist, and unless until these numbers make some value, these numbers make some domain knowledge, it doesn't make any sense. So they should create sense out of the numbers. So that's where domain knowledge is essential. The data scientist must have better communication and presentation skills, because this is where the most important activity lies in. So to communicate with the team members, communicate with the peers, communicate with the clients. So everywhere communication is essential, and proper presentation skills are required. And for these presentations and communication, the data, instead of putting as numbers, if we can put it in some colorful, meaningful graphs or a pictorial way, like we use visualization techniques, so it becomes easier for communicating and presenting our views. Then the data scientist must have a proper understanding of experimentation and process of testing. So must be ready to make experiments and any number of times and then keep testing the results. And finally, should have ethical considerations, because the data is available, and we should be very careful not to misuse the data for any harmful activity. So the most important in all this is the ethical considerations. So the data scientist must have a good ethical background, should work more ethically. Only then everything works better. So that's some requirements of a data scientist. Other details to follow, please keep watching our series. Thank you.